Hi. Premiere May, what we learned today. Like, so this is the interface of Premiere, and if I'm going here, I can take a new project. And when I'm taking a new project, it will come like this. So here I can give the name for my project, whatever name I want. Say I'm giving A, B, C. Now, as I told you, here we will be giving the location in the sense where we want to save our rush footages. We are saving our rush footages because uh, like Premiere has a tendency to save all the rush footages into the machine. So we are like giving it a location where it can save, and once our file or our project is finished, we will be deleting the whole thing. So this you have to give any drive other than your C drive. Now after that, you don't have to change anything in this thing. You just have to give OK. So now you give S and the project will be overwritten and you will be getting a Premiere file. Once you get this Premiere file, as I told you, you can go to File, Import, and import the pictures or videos or whatever you want. So right now what I'm going to import is I'm going to import this video. I'll double click on that thing, so it will be downloaded in my project window, which is this window. Okay, once this thing is downloaded in my project window, I can swap over this to see what is the content of this particular thing. If I double click this thing, it will be loaded to my source window where I'll be able to watch the file more accurately, and I can even do little cuts here, or I can cut the footage and bring it to my timeline where my actual editing happens. Doing the cutting in here, that we will discuss later. Now what we will do is we'll just drag this thing to my timeline so that the video will be in the timeline. And as I told you, once this is in your timeline, then only you will be able to see it in your program window. So these are the basic things which we discussed today. Okay, and if you scroll your this thing which is called as playhead through the video, you will be able to see your video in your program window also. And kindly keep in mind that program window is the final edited window. This is where we see the final edit of this particular clip. Now once this is done, what we will do is right now we know how to take a video and work on it. Now what we can do is we'll delete this thing, and as we did, we'll take some pictures. So to take the pictures, I told you there are two options. Go to File, Import, or come to your project window and double click. Once you are double clicking here, you can select the location where you want to download the files from. Say I'll go here and I'll take some images as we did in our class. I'll select 1, 2, 3 and 4 by holding Control. Just press Control and select multiple images which you want to load. So the images will be loaded, and once these images are loaded, just go click on an image and drag it to your timeline. Once you are dragging it in your timeline, it will be a small line. This is because the image is only for 5 seconds and your timeline is so huge, so you have to zoom into your timeline so that you will be able to see the picture. Now if I zoomed in till here but I'm not able to see the picture, that is because the picture is in the initial state or initial position. I just have to move or scroll my this zoom in zoom out bar to go to the picture. Now if I check, I'll be able to see the picture here. I'm able to see my picture in my project window, but the only problem which I'm facing is that I am not able to make it according to the screen, or it is not as big as the screen. To resolve that problem, what we will have to do is we have to select that image in your timeline first, then check for the effects controls. In most times it will be next to the source window, but if it is not present, kindly go to the Windows menu and then go to your effects controls where you can download or open your effects controls. Now go to the effects controls and check for the scale and scale this thing so that the image will be now in full size. See, now your image is in full size. Once this is done, we can add the next image. We just scale the image, that is all what we did. We'll add the next image like this, and if we add the image also, we will be seeing the previous image. That is because we have to move our timeline to the next image. Now we moved the timeline to the next image, and then what we can do is we can scale this thing also. We'll scale this, but see, I'm trying to scale this thing, but it is not changing. That is because this image is selected. This is selection. The pink or purple means it is not selected, and this light white gray color means it is selected. So now for me, the previous image is selected. If I go back to my previous image, it will be huge, humongous. I don't want it like this. I want it exactly fitting. Like this much is okay with me. Now I'll go to the next image, I'll select it, and then I'll scale it like this. Again I'll add one more image, say this one. I'll check, I'll select it, I'll increase the size. I'll go and add my next image. Select it, then scale it. So all the pictures are added, and as we told, these images, just one image, the next image, it won't be looking nice. So what we have to do is we have to give it some dynamics, or make it live. So to make it live, what I'll do is I'll select the first picture, I'll increase its scale a little bit more like this. And now what I'll do is a position, I'll move it till the end of the picture is in my right end. I'll place it like this. Now I'll give a key in my position, moving this cursor to the first frame of this work, and I'll give a key in my position. Now I'll move it to the end frame of this particular image, not the next image, this particular image. Like I can use my left and right arrow keys to move it frame by frame. So I'll come here, this is my last frame, next is the next image. I'll come to my last frame and I'll move it like this till the left end of the picture reaches the left end of my project window. Okay, that is done. Now I'll move on to my next image. This image I want a zoom in animation. So scale, I'll go to its first frame pe jayega, and then I'll make the scale 0. I'll remember this value. I'll remember this value 136. I'll make it 0, enter, and I'll put the key. This is my key. This is my animation. I'll toggle animation on karega. So a key will be added here. Now I'll go to the last frame. Exactly last frame here, and I'll put a key again, or I'll just type the value 136. So in between, sorry, I put 1365. In between, the animation will happen. See, the scale animation will happen. I'll go to the next one, and in this picture, what we'll do is again we'll give a movement animation. For that, we'll increase its scale, and this time I'll go to the first frame like this. First frame pe jayega. I'll go to this last frame, and I'll use my keyboard right to go to the first frame. Then a position, I'll move it up like this till the bottom reaches the bottom of the program window, and I'll give a key. Now I'll go to the last frame, and again I'll move it like this. I don't have to give a key, because actually once this animation is on, automatically the next, if I am creating any movement in any other frame, it will be keyed. So this will automatically create a key. Now the last picture is here. What we will do is we'll go here, we'll give scale ka animation only we have to give. So first frame pe jayega, and we will give a scale 142. Remember 0 banega isko, and then we'll go to the last frame and 142. Okay, next. Okay, so this also will scale, but I want to add a little bit more animation to this thing. I will give a rotation pe jayega. First frame mein jao, go to the first frame and rotate, give a key, go to the last frame of that particular clip and make it, say we'll give 3 into 3 3 0. No, I'll increase and I'll say I'll give 3 rotations. Either 3 dalega means 3 rotations and 356 ko 359. Okay, now what we'll see is it will come like this. Now if I play, it is a dynamic one. It is having animation. See? See? Nice. So this is a basic thing which we learned for today, and after that we I told you how to add transitions also. So to see the transitions properly and to learn about the transition, that thing we will learn next class. For today, kindly practice till here and be ready for the next class. Thank you.